Thank you very much, everyone, for joining today's session. This is Dr. Sunit Tripathi, and I welcome you all on the platform of EduTree. We are going to start in next 2 minutes. My humble request, in between, please write your name and your school name in the chat box. If you have joined through Zoom, you can write in the chat box. If you have joined through YouTube, you can write in the live chat. It will be taken as your attendance. My humble request, write your name and write your school name. It will be considered as your attendance for the generation of the certificate. We are going to start in next 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, please write your name and write your school name in the chat box. I'm waiting for your response. Please write your name and write your school name in the chat box. You have been given permission to write chat, so you can write your name and write your school name in the chat box. I'm sure I'm audible. If I'm audible, please write audible. If I'm audible, please write audible in the chat box. If I'm not audible, anyone can give me message on WhatsApp also. If I'm not audible, anyone can give me the message on WhatsApp also that I'm not audible to you. I could not find messages on the chat box. So please, my humble request, those who have joined through Zoom, please write your name and the school name in the chat box. Good evening, everyone. I'm again requesting you to write your name and your school name in the chat box. And we are starting today's session. It is about SQAF, School Quality Assessment and Assurance Framework. I know maximum of the school have filled it last year. You know what to do and how to do. I will not go into the process of filling the form of SQAF. I will tell you what is SQAF, what is the objective behind it, and how our education system is changing. As an educator, you all should be knowing that our education system is changing. Our education system is changing. Please, if you are in education system, you should be knowing what the changes are coming, and you should be prepared for all coming changes. For that, this workshop has been assigned. You are the part of SQAF team in your school or not. This orientation or this session is equally important for those who are the part of SQAF team of the school and for others who are not the part of SQAF team in the school. Now, I am moving to the agenda slide of today. I will give you a brief introduction of my organization called as EduTree. I will give you the objectives of SQAF. I will tell you all the domains of SQAF, the levels, 4 levels defined in the SQAF, 2 phases of SQAF, and then I will open the platform for question answer. My request to all of you, I could not share direct Zoom link. I have shared the link on my Facebook page. Those who are on YouTube, you can go on my Facebook page. You can find the Zoom link there. You can directly click on that Zoom link and you can join through Zoom. Those who will be joining through Zoom, they will be able to ask direct question. No doubt on YouTube also, you can write the questions and ask at the end whenever there will be question answer session. Okay, I am moving to next slide. I represent a small organization called as EduTree. Though it was small once upon a time, but now we have grown enough. Every month, we are reaching to 15 to 20 schools, 2, 3 colleges, approx 10, 12 corporates. We are doing webinars, seminars. You may be finding me because you are connected with me, so you are finding me. But there are many members who are doing separate work. We have launched CUT paper this time, so we are doing a lot. So we are doing career counseling, we are doing teachers training, we are doing stock market training, financial literacy program in the schools, in the corporates, in the government organization, in NGOs. So whenever you need any of these services in your school, please do contact us for any of these services. Anyone can write in the chat box. It will be good for me, either in the chat box, or better if you can write on the WhatsApp whether my slides are changing or not. I request anyone can write in the group whether my slides are changing or not. Anyone, I'm waiting for the response. If anyone can help me by writing in the group, or uh, that my slides are changing or not. I'm waiting for the response whether my slides are changing or not. Anyone, I'm waiting for the response on the WhatsApp. You can write on the WhatsApp, you can write in the chat box. Anyone, I'm waiting for that before starting. My slides are changing or not. Anyone, can you find any change? Okay, changes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Audible and changes. Somebody has written. Thank you very much. Now I am moving to, after today's session, you will get a certificate of today's session. My humble request, many of you have filled the form. Whenever I'm sending the link, I get some bounce back mails. Bounce back mails means sometime while writing your mail ID, you have not given the correct mail ID. So that is the reason sometime you are not getting links, or sometime you are not getting certificate. To help you all, we have taken the route of our Facebook page. In future also, for any of our session, if you have not got a direct link on your mail, what you can do, you can simply go on our Facebook page. For any future coming workshop, you will find the link of the session on our Facebook page. Before the workshop, 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the workshop, you will find the link. So it will make your work easy, and our work also easy. If there is problem in your email ID or something, then you can get that. Now, SQAAF, let's start with this. First thing, it is best global standard. Whatever is their best in global area, that has been tried to be selected, but they have been made, or they have been changed as per the requirement, local requirement. Whatever you are supposed to do in SQAAF, though we have taken the best practices, global best practices, but it has been somewhat diluted, or we can say that some changes have been made for the local requirement. Another thing, that this is self-assessment. This is not some inspection or something that you should be worried about. It is going to. This is self-inspection. Through this self-inspection, you will get to know where you are, where you have to reach, and what is the gap. You can fill the gap. Unless until you know the gap, you cannot work. That is that you should appreciate CBSE, that CBSE have done this. So please, I was working in a school at that time. For one inspection assessment, this type of assessment, their external body has been called, and that body, for 2 days assessment, they have asked for more than 3 lakh rupees for school assessment. What you are supposed to do in this SQAAF, for this work only, that body has asked for 3 lakh, and our management has paid that. I was the part of that team when the inspection body has been made. So same way, this is very good thing. Please, my humble request, as a principal of the school, as a coordinator of the school, as the owner of the school, as the teacher of the school, first you should be knowing what is this, and you should try to implement maximum whatever you can do in your school. It is not something like somebody is going to check you and you should be worried how to do, what to do. Please do not do all these things. It is self-assessment. Self-assessment means where you are, what are the gaps which you are supposed to fill. You have been given. Sometimes it happens that we are doing a lot, but we do not know what we are doing right, what we are doing wrong, and where the changes are required, where the improvements are required, where the modifications are required. For that, this system has been made, and we all should appreciate the governing body, that is CBSE. Now, it will reassure all stakeholders, all starting, I will give you the list of stakeholders, all the stakeholders starting from teacher, management, student, alumni, society, everyone benefit has been thought of. And it is an exhaustive implementable system. It is not like that something has been made and it cannot be implemented. What happens? Sometimes the policies are made. Policies are of no use if those are not implementable. The beauty of this system is this is implementable and easily implementable anywhere, any school, any location. It is implementable system. So now, what is the objective? Why SQAF? Why there is need of SQAF? The first, it is for reflection and review. Next, it is for collecting rich data. It is for preparing the students accordingly. We have to give the responsibility and accountability. Who is doing what? Those school is doing a lot, but who is responsible and accountable for what? Who should be awarded? Who should be punished? A system can be made in your school. For that, it is for meeting the establishing the standards and the hubs of learning, which has been created by CBSE many years ago, and that hubs of learning is not working in a manner for which the objective for which it has been made. How that can be made effective, for that and unique element of every school can be identified and can be given as a standard for other schools. So it is very good system. Please, I will go slide by slide. Please try to understand it. I'm again telling you, I will not give you how to fill the form of SQAF. That is technical thing. I will give you the objectives. I will give you the broad guidelines. I will give you so that you can understand what SQAF is all about, so that you can have a vision of that document. If you understand the vision of this document, you can do. Anyone in the school can do it. Now, please, for whom? For whom this SQAF is? SQAF is for every CBSE school, though it is not mandatory everywhere. Every year it is optional. Last year, if you have filled, this year it is optional. You may fill, you may not fill. But in 3 years, you have to fill. Every 3 years, you have to fill. And the schools which are going to take affiliation from CBSE, if you are CBSE school, you have to fill. If you are going to take affiliation, new affiliation, you have to fill the physical copy. So for whom you should be knowing for whom this SQAF is. Now, there are some terms which you all should understand. These terms, what is domain? Domain is the broad area of function. Curricular area, infrastructure, management. I will show you the list. But the different domain, total 7 domain has been discussed here. So what is domain? Broad area of a school. Subdomain, part of what in curricular area, what in management, what in infrastructure, that is subdomain. And then there are standards. Earlier it was subdomain, but new document which has been released, here the subdomain word has been removed. Now they have put the word called as standards. So there are some standards which has been given. I will show you. I will go on the 2 topics today. So you will see what is domain, what is subdomain, and what is standard. Okay. Let's compare the 2 part of this document. Earlier, March 2023, one document has been released. In that, there were 8 domain. I'm repeating, March 2023, one document has been released. In that document, there was 8 domains. But in March 2023, one new document has been released by Government of India called as NCF 2023. Now, NCF 2023 says that there is no difference between scholastic and co-scholastic. All are scholastic, all are curricular area. There should not be any difference between curricular and extracurricular area. So after that, the two, scholastic and post-scholastic, has been merged, and now it has become curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment. I'm repeating, the old document of SQAAF, if you see, it was 25% scholastic and 15% post-scholastic. But new document, if you see, you will find 40% curricular, pedagogy, and assessment. Means 25% of scholastic and 15% of post-scholastic. Both have been added together. Both has been added together. Now it has become one domain. Now earlier there was 8 domain. Now there is only 7 domain. 7 domain. And the maximum importance has been given to curricular, pedagogy, and assessment, that is domain 1. 40%. Infrastructure is 10%, human resources 10%, inclusive practices are 10%, management and governance 10%, leadership 10%, beneficiary satisfaction 10%. Everything 10%. The maximum is your scholastic and scholastic coming together, which is curricular area, curricular pedagogy, curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment. So please, whenever you are taking decision in the school, whenever you are planning anything in the school, you have to understand the most important factor in a school is curriculum, pedagogy, and whatever the swimming pool you built up in the school, whatever the AC you fit in the school, whatever the buses you plan, whatever the table, chair, everything you plan, music theater, and all those things you plan. But the most important thing in any school system is curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment. If you work on this, your school will be called as the best school. If you go to any of the big schools, big name of India, you go to, I visit to many schools, I have seen their system of working, the pedagogy with which they apply in their teaching learning process, their assessment system, that is something different. And that you need to only by building a big building or putting some ACs or putting big football ground and also things. They are important, no doubt, 10%. But the important area is domain 1. Domain 1 is the most important area. Please put your effort on that. I am moving to the 4 levels. If you go through this document, in every question, you will find 4 levels. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Depending upon wherever you are, please try to fill the exact level. This is self-assessment. I'm again and again repeating, you need not to be at 4.4. You can be at inceptive level, you can be at transient level, you can be at stable level, and you can be dynamic and involving level, depending upon whatever the system you want to start. And it is okay, I'm telling you, it is okay to be at inceptive or transient level. Only important factor is if you are at inceptive level, try to reach at transient level next time. If you are at transient level, try to reach at a stable level next time. And if you are at a stable level, try to reach at a dynamic level. Now, I will give you some examples of 2 domain area, subdomain area. I will take an example that how you can reach from inceptive to transient and from transient to stable and so on. I will let you know in my later slides. So please see that how you can change your level. And I'm again repeating, it is not important to be at dynamic or evolving level at level 4. Important factor is that wherever you are, if you are at transient level, Have you made a policy, a program, of some process, steps to reach to the next level? That is more important as per the SQAF. Now, see this. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. These are the pictures I have taken from the 300-page document. I have not made any of my picture courtesy to the document which has been prepared by the CBSE. I have taken the screenshot from there. If you are at level 2, that means you have done everything which is required at level 1. If you are at level 3, that means you have, 3 is not independent. 3 is not independent. If you say that we are at level 3, that means whatever is required at level 2, that has already been taken care of. So these are the step by step you are going. Now, in this SQAF, there are 2 phases. I told you, for one phase is the self-assessment which we are going through. Why this training is important, and you all should be attending this training, because ideal state, they say that every year you should be uploading the document. So, and mandatory that every 3 years you have to upload the document. This is only phase 1. But in phase 2, there are situations when even if you are not willing to do, there can be validation by external peer assessor team. Means on a random basis by board. If you see the point 2, on random basis, there can be, जैसे income tax का कभी कभी हमारा notice आ जाता है random, pick कर लिया किसी को भी. It can be on random basis to any school. So please, at this phase 1, try to learn maximum so that wherever you are, I'm again telling, even in phase 2, they will not ask you to be at level 4. They will ask you, you are at level 2, what you are doing and what documents you have to prove that you are level 2, and what is your plan to reach at level 3. And if you are at level 1, what documents are there that you say that we are at level 1, and what is our plan to reach at level 2? That is more important. It is not important to be at level 4, even in phase 1 or in phase 2. Please, whenever I receive a lot of call, sir, level 4, what to do in level 4, what to do in level, how can we reach a level 4? It is not important to be at level 4. I'm repeating again and again. It is important. You should be going toward that. You should be going toward that. Whatever the time, depending upon you are in starting school, you may not be an established school, you may be in rural area, you may be having a bachas of or background that there you have to different things. So please do not try to be that we have to show that we are at level 4. It is not important at all. It is not important at all. Wherever you are, please try to put the genuine documents and your plan to reach at the higher level. That is more important. That is more important. I'm again repeating, whosoever have joined later on, please write your name and the school name on your chat box or live stream on the YouTube. Now, see this, phase 1. I told you that phase 1 is self-assessment and phase 2 is validation by external peer assessor team, which will happen after 3 years. So last year was 1, second year is this, third year will be next session. After that, you will reach to phase 2. And to be prepared for phase 2, you should be ready with phase 1. Clearly, self-assessment should be clear. It should not be that any computer operator of the school is filling the form and doing something, or any computer teacher of the school is doing something, or someone from the office person in the reception or something is doing something and work submitted. No, please do not do that. There is a process. I will tell you. Please try to adopt that process, try to create the team, and try to do the things accordingly. Now, phase 1, they say that self-assessment by school. Then make your plan. This part 2 is very important. Whatever, you can be at level 1, you can be at level 2, whatever it is. You have self-assessed yourself, whatever the level you are, development of the school improvement plan. And then implementation part. You have written something in the notebook or a register, we will do this, do this. What if, whether you are doing this or not, as you want that CBSE should give you the things which is implementable. Same way, you make your plan, seeing that boards are coming, 12th result have to be assured, bachas are having less attendance, everything is there. Seeing all the situation, make your plan which is implementable. Implementable plan is more important. Making plan is not important. If you see the note, it is all CBSE school affiliated will undertake self-assessment again every year. This is optional. In 3 years, it is mandatory. And after 3 years, then there will be phase 2 when there will be review from outside. So you have to be ready for that. Now, domains. Let's move to the different domains, subdomains, and standard. There are 7. Earlier it was 8. I told you that. Earlier it was 8. Now there are 7 domains. First is curricular, pedagogy, and assessment. Second is infrastructure. Then human resources, inclusive practices, management governance, leadership, and beneficiary satisfaction. Every domain have different subdomains. I will show you 1-2 example also. The curriculars, pedagogy, and assessment have 7 subdomains and 26 standards. Infrastructures have 12 subdomains and 20 standards. I will show you some of them. Okay, so in same way, every domain has some subdomain and every subdomain has some standards. Now, total 26 standards of curricular, pedagogy, and assessments are divided into 7 subdomains. Okay, like that. Now, see this. Now, for every standard, there are 4 marks. You have to remember, for every standard, there are 4 marks. If you are at level 1, you will mark 1. If you are at level 2, you will mark 2. If you are level 3, you will mark 3. And if you are at level 4, you will mark 4. So you know, in curricular, pedagogy, and standard, there are 26 standards. 26 standards. 26. If you are getting 4, so 26 into 4. If you are getting 3, if somewhere 3, somewhere 2, somewhere 1, somewhere 4, whatever you can get, depending upon where you are. So same way, if you see total marks, in first is 104 maximum. This can be the maximum. In second is there are 20 standards, so 20 into 4. Maximum can be 80. In human resource, it can be 40. In inclusive, it can be 28. Then management, 40. Leadership, 20. Beneficiary satisfaction, 20. The maximum marks or the weightage percentage also and the marks also is with your curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment. My humble request, start working on that. The more you work on that, the better score you can get. So try to work on this part maximum. Then infrastructure, no doubt it is required. Infrastructure is required, but that is first is your curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment. Now, see this. This document is, this slide is very important. If you go through this slide, this is that first thing, review. This review, reflect, respond, and rate. Then you have to rate. First, where are we now? What are we doing? Why we are doing what we are doing? Whatever you are doing, why you are doing that? You should be knowing. You should be reviewing what we are doing, why we are doing, where we are at present. Now, second thing, reflect. Reflect says that where do you want to go? Where you are and where you want to go. I will show you what is working and what is not working. Now, say you have reviewed your present situation and you have made your plan. Now, another thing, how are we going to where you have to reach? Now, we teach in the business study what is our present situation and what is the standard. If our actual situation is below the standard, then we have to reach that. What is your actual situation and what is the standard situation? You have to reach from actual to standard. That you have to make the plan. And rate, then you have to rate the effort, how you are going to review the effort. So this review, reflect, respond, and rate. This is a circular process. This is a circular process. You all should be knowing it is first we have to review, second we have to reflect, then we have to respond, and then we have to rate if what we are doing, how we are doing, it is right or it is not. That we have to plan. So it is very important. This process, this circle must be complete. This circle must be complete. Whatever you are doing, it is working or it is not working. That you have to check it. It should not be like that. Whatever you are doing, there should be objective, and whether we are meeting that objective with whatever we are doing or not. Okay. Now I am moving to the core committees. Very important, please. I told you that it should not be that any computer operator or something should be doing this. As per the SQAAF document, when you are making a core committee for the SQAAF, there should be a member representative from management, your chairperson, your director of the school, whosoever it is, the principal of the school, then one teacher from every level, that is foundation level, preparatory level, middle level, secondary level, from every level, there should be one teacher. In this team, there should be, please, at least on the paper, whenever you are making a governing body or body of this SQAAF document, please make right this bacha, one student from every level, again from foundation level, middle level, your preparatory level, and your secondary level. Then two members, parent, who are the part of PTA. One teacher from sports, drama, and all those things, that one. One special counselor, or if you have doctor in the school or nurse in the school or special educator, that person should be the part of. And one representative from administration, that is your accountant can be there, your receptionist of the school can be, your computer operator can be. So that one representative from admin of the school, your AO of the school can be. So that way, generally in the one document, they have written computer operator of the school, computer. So that can be one admin person also. So they have given the representation of everyone in this body. Whenever you are filling the form of SQAAF, please make this committee, write the name of every child, write the name of every parent, write the name of every teacher, this committee, because you can be asked for at any level. Please make this document very carefully, it is important. Now, I'm taking two questions as an example. There are, I told you that how many questions are total? Total questions are 84. 84 questions are there. We cannot take 84 questions in 1 hour, but I'm going to take two questions. Through these two questions, I will tell you how we can move from one level to another level, and what is at level 1, what is at level 2, what is at level 3. I will let you know. Okay, I will give you two examples. First question of the SQAAF document, which is rated from curriculum, the domain 1, subdomain 1, standard 1. I'm taking domain 1, subdomain 1, standard 1, 1.1.1, which says that principal and teachers are familiar with the spirit and content of NCF and recommendation of NEP. Very important, please, my humble request, if you have not conducted NCF and NEP training in your school, please try to organize it as soon as possible, maybe in summer break, whenever your bachas may be leaving and your teachers are coming, or when starting of the end of the summer break, when teachers report 1 or 2 days before and bachas report 1 and 2 days later, that time you can use. First level, if you are at level 1, school leader, that is principal, manager, leader, have read the NEP and NCF document and engaged in the discussion. That is the, and school leaders have identified the key recommendation of NEP. So this is the first. If you are at level 1, it's okay that as a principal of the school, as a manager of the school, as the director of the school, I have gone through this. Generally, whenever they talk about school leader, their maximum is the principal of the school. Should go through the document and read it, and whatever is required should be knowing. That is the first. If you have done this, you are at level 1. Again, if you have not done this, if there is a situation that as a principal of the school, I have not done this also, then it is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. At least level 1, we should be doing. Now, I'm again telling, nobody is expecting that you should be at level 4 at this point of time. Nobody, though we are making a plan to reach at level 4, but nobody is expecting that you should be at level 4 at this point of time. Again, now if you are at level, you want to from inceptive level to transient level, you have to reach. What you have to do? School organizes orientation program and discussion for the teachers. You conduct one as a principal. You yourself can conduct a training where all the teachers should be sitting and you tell them all the what the NEP and NCF says about. Take some pictures of that meeting, make a meeting document and all, and meeting records, minutes of the meeting and all. And it is okay. It is okay. The school organizes orientation program for parents. This is very important. Parents, please try to call at least some representative, maybe on PTM day, 2 parents, 4 parents from every class, every section, and try to teach them what is there in NEP and NCF. Because whenever something new is implemented in the school, then parent will get to, what is this happening? Ab ye kya naya hone laga? Ye school kyun kar raha? No. If they know whatever school is doing as per NEP, as per NCF. I give you one example. Suppose this year you introduce Sanskrit in class 6 and you say that NCF के हिसाब से तो compulsory है. अब कंपल्सरी है एंड देयर कैन बी अ पेरेंट इन गुड़गांव और इन नोएडा जैसे नहीं जी हमें तो अपने बच्चों को फ्रेंच पढ़ाना, हमें जर्मन पढ़ाना. तो इफ यू हैव डन पेरेंट ओरिएंटेशन वेयर यू हैव shown them a document of NCF, which is a national document prepared by national body, which says that every child have to study 3 languages, out of 3, 2 should be native to India. तब आपका पेरेंट रेसिस्ट नहीं करेगा, कन्फ्लिक्ट नहीं करेगा और आप जो है यू कैन इजीली इंप्लीमेंट दिस इन योर स्कूल. So this is level 2. This is level 2. Now from level 2, suppose you have already reached, you have done the teachers orientation, you have done the parents orientation. I know, I go to different schools. I know maximum of the good schools have done teachers orientation, but parent orientation has not been done by the school. My humble request, please organize parent orientation in the school. How you can do? You can prepare, you can give this presentation part to your school bachas. Give them some topics of NCF and it can be a part of your class presentation. You can take senior classes 11, 12, give them some topic that everybody will be presenting one slide, two slide, and call the parents. All the parents, they will be seeing their bacha on the stage, they are presenting, they are knowing the content, whatever is being delivered, and your bacha will be prepared with curriculum, confidence, leadership, and everything. So you can use it in such a manner that, because it is not easy to call the parents कि हाँ आइए हम आपको NOP पढ़ाएंगे, हम आपको, it is not easy, I understand. But if you make a class presentation where their own word will be showing some slides of NEP or NCF, and then this is going to happen. These changes are coming in education system. Then parent will be happy. हाँ मेरा बच्चा stage पे है, and parent will come, see, sit, and your work will be done. So it is easy way. It is easy way. I have given you the way out. Now I am reaching to from transient level to stable level. Suppose you want to make your school at level 3 now. What you do? Teachers integrate recommendation of NCF and NEP in their lesson plan. Now lesson plan, what you know, what we have to do, how we have to do the checking, how we have to do the teaching, or what the process are saying, that you have started implementing in your lesson plan. You have started dividing the notional hours as per the credit framework and all. If you have started doing, you are reaching towards level 3. Now, lesson plans are reviewed regularly and achievements are defined learning outcomes. For every lesson plan, there should be a learning outcome. Generally, all the good schools do. Classrooms are observed regularly. Please try to make a habit in the school that some senior teacher, vice principal, principal, coordinator, or at least peer teacher, maybe you may be having two Hindi teacher, two English teacher, two physics teacher, there can be their observation math should be there in the class. One teacher teaching, other teacher observing the class, and feedback is forwarded, feedback is given. It is not only not to give any criticism that yeah, it is feedback that this way we can make it better. So this is level 3 if you can do it. Now level 4, now that is dynamic and involving level. This is expected that we have to reach to this level. But I'm again repeating, though I have repeated 2 times earlier, it is not said anywhere in this document that we all have to reach to this level this year or next year or next. No. And please do not make your documentation ki, haan, we have reached to the 4 level. If you will do, you will never do the improvement in your system. You will never do the improvement in your system. Please, school curricular pedagogy and assessment policies are made for 5+3+3+4, which is the new NCF concept. The school has integrated the recommendation of NEP and NCF. Now, again, if you see this, somebody is waiting, abhi to NCF CBSE ne start nahi kiya, abhi to hum nahi karenge. No, what is this document say? The school has integrated the recommendation of NCF and NEP. Now NEP and NCF says that we should have vocational teacher training in the school. All the bachcha should be given vocational training. NCF says. So please, I go to one school. This year only I have started Amrita school in Pusp Bihar, Delhi. So what is the beauty of the school? Though CBSE have not given recommendation, but they have started that every Saturday, every second Saturday, I'm going there. Every second Saturday, that means first Saturday and third Saturday of the month I'm going. And they have started financial literacy curriculum in their school. Their teachers are teaching, and Saturday, I'm coming. And this is not only financial literacy, they have started many vocational courses in their school on the Saturdays where bachas have enrolled and bachas are coming. So same way, you can plan something. And please, vocational education does not mean कि हाँ आपने IT का कुछ कंप्यूटर लैब में करा दिया, vocational education हो गया. Please, vocational education मतलब आप उसे जॉब की तरफ ले जाएं. Please do not try to do quota purti. Please do not do. If you want to make change in the school system, if you want to make change in the Indian economy, if you want to make change in the Indian system, please contribute from your side. Whatever you can do, please do with the justice. Please do with the justice. This is my humble request. Okay. Now, let me show you the evidences required. If you start making yes, no, in progress, yes, no, they have given this, this document has been given by SQAAF document. I have not prepared it. Now, school curricular pedagogy and assessment policy for each stage as per new curricular and pedagogical structure. Is there? Yes. Now, integrated annual curricular and pedagogical plan. Is there? Yes. Environmental management policy. Is there? Yes. HR policy is there? No. Whatever, please try to fill it. You will fill it. You will get to know which document we should be having and which document we do not have. We do not have. So please, if you will do with justice, आपको पता चलेगा कि आपके कौन सी चीजें अभी आपको और करनी है. It will be good for you. It will be good for you. Please do not take a yes. Do not do that. My humble request, try to fill the document and then give the responsibility to one member of the team that this document we do not have HR policy of the school. Let's prepare HR policy of the school. It is not, ask your friends from 4 or 5 schools, take their HR policy, sit together, 2-3 members, prepare a HR policy, put it somewhere in the document. Every teacher's record should have that HR policy. Whenever new teacher is coming, tell the teacher to sign that HR policy. Try to make this. It will be good for your school. It will be good for your school. If you are already doing it, it's very good. I know all the good schools are doing because I have worked with the good schools. So they are doing from last 10, 20, 30 years I have seen. But if you have not made it, try to do it. Try to do it. Now I'm going to most important for which I have kept this training. I told you that 3.1.3.2. I have written in my message that we are going to talk on this. This is very important. This is my area where we work with EduTree. That is the reason I am telling you. What does it say that? 1.3.2 standard 1, if you are at level 1, that is inceptive level, school offers vocational course in classes 9 to at level 1. They are expecting that every bacha in class 9 to 12 should be offered. They are not taking that. You should be offering at least one vocational course to every child. If you have not done it, if you have not selected it, please try to do it. At this, you are starting the new session. Please this year try to do it. Next, career fairs are organized, and I am giving you all assurance. Whatever the need you required in this 1.3.2, please give me a message, WhatsApp message that, sir, we need this thing in our school. I promise my team will contact you. My team will help you. Whatever you want to offer vocational course in your school, my team will offer you. You want to have career fair in your school, my team will offer. Whatever you want to do from this 1.3.2, we are here to help you. We will be helping you. Please do not hesitate. Second thing, school offer bagless days. I have seen many schools have started now. Teachers are empowered to implement vocational education program. If you go through the NCF 2023, it specifically says the existing teacher force to be trained in such a manner that they should be doing vocational teaching in the school. It is not that you will recruit some vocational teacher in the school. No, existing teachers of the school, depending upon a commerce teacher may be doing something related to financial literacy, a physics teacher may be doing some electronics or something, a bio teacher or the geography teacher may be doing something kitchen gardening or something like that. So whatever the school teachers you have, whatever the resources you have, try to use that resources and please select some vocational courses. This is level 1. I will be moving from level 1 to level 2. After this, I will give you a chance to speak. Now, if you want to go from inceptive level to transient level, now, awareness of importance of vocational education in generated among the students and the parents. Have you conducted that? Why vocational education is needed and what the vocational education your school is offering through the circular, through some meeting, PTM, maybe some message on the WhatsApp that vocational education is required and we are offering this you should be doing, and please try to keep the record of that. School conduct workshop, expert talks to enable the student to meet industry expert. Please try to, and these industry expert I am doing with one school in Ghaziabad that is called Silver Line Prestigious School. And in the month, 3-4 days, I go there. What we have made the program, we have not called someone from the industry. We have tried to select a good lawyer, a good doctor, a good person who is working in Google, a good person who is a chartered accountant, a good person who is a company secretary, from the parent themselves, parent of the school, and we have identified those persons and they are coming, they are having 30-minute, 35-minute, 40-minute lectures and guiding them what their skills are required to become a good lawyer, how they have become, what is their lifestyle. It's okay, fine, what the pros and cons into that career. So please do that. You need not to ask some expert from outside, pay some money. It is not required at all. Only planning is required. And every school, whatever the school you have, you must be having some parents. You talk them, request them. They will be coming and they will be talking to the bacha, maybe in Hindi, maybe in English, whatever their language there. You should be there. They have to guide the bacha. What is that profession all about? That is important. They may not be knowing the good colleges which are teaching, which are good NLU and all. They must have done some from local law college. It's okay, but they know what is law, how is their lifestyle, what problem they face. They may be a struggling lawyer. They will say that we are struggling for the last 10 years and this is the problem. Then bacha will get to understand that if I become a lawyer, what problems I have to face. So that all thing they will be discussing. So my humble request, this is important. Try to conduct the workshop from the industry expert. Next, vocational courses on new and emerging skills on demand, that is AI, data science, machine learning, robotics, and all those things. Please, our maximum schools are doing. I know all the good schools are doing. Schools collaborate with local industry to provide internship. At EduTree, we are providing a lot of internship. In this summer, we are providing more than 10 internship. Internship in Excel, internship in research, internship in data entry, data sciences, internship in finance, internship in equity research. We are providing a lot of internship to different school students. I hope 75 students from different schools have already registered. They have started doing their internship. If you want that your bacha should be joining the internship, you want some help from us, please do contact us. We are there to help you. You can have 7 days internship, 10 days internship, 15 days internship, whatever the bacha have time, but bacha should be given what is industry all about, and if they join industry, what they are supposed to do there. So that is the feeling, simple feeling. Now, next is school offers pre-vocational exposure, educational background, that you are taking the bacha to some industry and all. So that maximum schools are doing. They are taking bacha to NSC, BSc, the SEBI, different offices, different factories and all. So if you are doing, you are at level 2. Please try to maintain the record. Try to take pictures. Try to make the record of it. That is, you are at level 2. Now, from this level 2 to level 3, if you want to reach to level 3, what you are supposed to do? Let me go into that. Now, school that allows mix and match academic subject. That means you are, it should not be that if you are in science, you have to take physics, chemistry, mathematics. No, it can be that bacha have taken physics, chemistry, and accountancy. Though as per the NCF, it has been given the option. So you should be given the option. But my humble request, whenever you are giving this type of subject to the bacha, please try to give them pros and cons also. That if you have not taken PCM, you will not be able to sit for JE. If you have not taken PCB, you will not be able to sit for NEET, whatever. So you should be knowing first, and please, you have to give the option, but pros and cons. If you are not taking this subject, what problem you can face in CUET while sitting in the CUET? Please try to guide the bacha. While those I have gone to many schools, sir, we are very progressive school. Bacha can take vocational courses, language, drama, dance, and it's okay. But same bacha after 12th comes to me, sir, I have taken this, but my subjects are not there as in NTA list. What to do? So please, as a teacher, try to guide the bacha that these are the pros and these are the cons. Then after that, let the bacha, let the parent decide. You have, as an educator, as a teacher, as a school, you have to tell everything what problem bacha can face at a later stage. Now, apart from new and emerging school courses, school provide hands-on experience, vocational craft, internship, using the local trade craft. Please, I told you that vocational teaching, you have to take the bacha to the different factories and all, try to organize vocational courses, internship in your school, teachers, parent participation in vocational. Same way. Try to one of the parent can be a very good artist, one of the parent can be a very good running some nursery or something, one of the parent can be doing some banking job or something. Try to incorporate your school with the parent. Take some bachas to that bank, or that some employees of that bank can come to your school. That type of, please try to use your own resources. I have seen many female teachers working in the school and their husbands are doing very good job. Please try 1 day, 2 day in a year, you can take help of them, and then that we are coming with our bacha to your factory, to your office, to your, and or whether some employees from that school, that office or the factory can come to the school. That way you can do your work. Another thing, career counseling session. Please, we at EduTree conduct a lot of career counseling session, individual career counseling session, career assessment test also, career fairs also, career counseling sessions, group sessions, individual sessions. So whenever you require, you can ask us. Now, reaching from stable level to level 4. Level 4, everything is same, everything is same. But see this part is skill-based aptitude test. Skill-based aptitude test. This is written. This is very important. The old aptitude test, generally, you go to any counselor, they give you the same personality test, and that. Please do not. Skill-based aptitude test is important. Every child who passes out grade 12 learned at least one vocation. This is very important. Please, if you have a child in class 9, he passes class 12, try to make a curriculum like that. One vocation every child should be doing, vocational course. At least 50% student provided with internship and entrepreneurship opportunities. Please try to organize something. I give you the example in my last meeting I was taking. It can be that while teaching accountancy as a subject, what you can do, one day take your school bag, bus, go to one Mandi with your class 12th D or 12th C, 20 bacha. In Mandi, the bacha should be coming with their 200, 300, 400 rupees. You put your bus there, let them buy some vegetable from that Mandi, whatever the vegetable they want to buy. Somebody can buy potato, somebody can buy tomato, somebody can buy palak, somebody can buy adrak, whatever they want to buy. Come with those vegetables, put a stall in your corridor in the school. Tell your teachers or the parents who are coming to pick their own wards that we have put these stores. Let them buy whatever. Now they will get to know while buying the vegetable, what thing I have to think, which demand, supply, quality, and everything. They will get to know what is my direct cost, what is my indirect cost, what is my gross profit, what is my net profit. They will get to know everything. Whatever you are teaching. So somebody says, okay, sir, how to teach accountancy in a practical manner? Physics can be taught in a laboratory, but how accountancy? I can give you the example. By only one day you use, take the permission of the principal, take the school bus to the Bandi, come up with the vegetables, and every child should be coming 200, 300, 400 rupees from the, and your school teachers may be buying. Tell the teachers that for day after tomorrow we are going to do this activity. Please do not buy vegetables at your home. We will be giving you good vegetables from the Mandi. Let them do the calculation. Let the bacha say that if they have come up with a bori of 20 kg aloo, but they could sold only 18 kg aloo because 2 kg aloo was rotten, खराब थे, वो नहीं बेच पाए. Let them do the per unit calculation. Let them do all those things. You will get to know what is being taught in average cost, marginal cost, in their economics, what is gross profit, net profit, in their accountancy, what is planning, organizing, or staffing in their business study. All things can be combined. All things can be combined. But one थॉट प्रोसेस रिक्वायर्ड. हाँ जी, अब सर मंडी में बच्चों को लेकर जाएंगे तो दिक्कतें आएंगी, थोड़ी सी दिक्कतें. टेक वन टीचर, टू टीचर, टेक द हेल्प ऑफ पीटीआई, टेक द हेल्प ऑफ एडमिन स्टाफ ऑफ द स्कूल. वन डे you have to do. If you want to teach, so that is very important. My humble request. मैं बता रहा हूँ, I have organized 3 schools and vocational training, and in this I have done only this thing. मैं स्कूल में गया, उनको लिया, उनके स्कूल के टीचर को लिया, मंडी गए, हमने बेचा, हमने काम किया, एंड बच्चा वाज वेरी. लेट देम डू द कैलकुलेशन. बच्चों को पता ही नहीं होता है कि केजी क्या होता है, पसेरी क्या होता है, मन क्या होता है, क्विंटल क्या होता है. बच्चों को पता ही नहीं होता. लेट देम डू दिस थिंग. My humble request. ठीक है. तो if you can do this thing, whatever the help you required in this, please do ask. And after that, try to fill this evidence. Please do not write yes, 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 yes. It is okay to write somewhere no. No, if you do not have record, please write. CBP attention for all teachers. If you do not have visibility of the student outcome, if you do not have, write no. It's okay, because I told you that you should be knowing where we are and where we have to reach. And then we have to bridge the gap. So that is very important. My humble request, I'm giving you option to speak now before going to next slide. I want that this slide, that 1.3.2, specifically 1.3.2, which I have given you, I want some queries coming from your side. You can ask any query. you can ask any query. I have given you option to start your video, and I have given you option to unmute yourself. I'm repeating, you can start your video and you can unmute yourself. And I'm ready to take two questions. I'm ready to take 2 to 3 questions. You can raise your hand and you can ask your question. You can ask your question. Please, you can raise your hand and you can ask your question. I'm ready to take that question. Whosoever wants to ask any question, please, I'm here to take. Anyone want to ask any question? If you want to write, you can write on the chat box. Also, you can write in this live chat on YouTube also. Wherever you want to ask question, I'm ready to take your question in the chat box. You can write your question in the chat box. You can write your question on live YouTube live if you want to write. I'm ready to take 2 questions before going on the next slide. Anyone wants to ask question? I'm here to take your questions. I can see more than 100 people live on YouTube. Please do ask your question. Anyone? Manmeet Bakshi ji, very informative session. Thank you very much, Manmeet Bakshi ji. Rasmi Agrawal is there. Ramanjit Kaur Anand. Please do write your name, your school name, so that your attendance can be marked and your certificate can be generated. And if you have any query, I have given you option to unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself. You can start your video and you can ask your question. Anyone want to ask any question? If you are not able to do, if you are unable to ask question, please write on the WhatsApp that we are not able to. Let me in Zoom. Somebody is saying, let me in Zoom. I have given you option to enter in the Zoom. I don't think if, there is waiting room enabled. I don't think anyone can enter in the Zoom. Please do ask your question. Anyone want to ask question? No. Anyone want to ask any question? You can ask, or should I move to the next slide? Should I move to the next slide if you do not want to? Okay, I'm moving to the next slide. I think you are not, I don't think there is there may be some problem. Now I'm moving to the next slide. Now, after this, if you have done, please understand this is phase 1. This is phase 1 of your SQAAF assessment, which is self-assessment. I told you that after this, there will be phase 2. After this, there will be phase 2. And you should be ready with phase 2. You should be ready with phase 2 that somebody from outside will be visiting to your school. They are going to observe your school. Again, it is not inspection or something, but if somebody coming from outside, we should be prepared. We should be having our document, whatever we have quoted in year 1 and in year 2, we should be ready with that. That is the reason 3-year time has been given to review, reflect, respond, and rate. That is the reason. So please make yourself ready for phase 2. And if you see the last point of this, it is when schools are provided 2-3-year time to strengthen their process. External evaluation may be done on random basis. Please be ready with that. And I know all the are already doing good thing. So you need not to worry. You should not be कि हाँ ये क्या आ गया, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. It is here for your improvement. For your improvement. Please try to fill the forms accordingly, collect the documents, incorporate the team in your SQAAF team, put teachers, students, alumni, members, whatever is there required at the team, and then only you should be ready for that. My humble request before leaving, I want if 1 or 2 members anyone can give the live feedback. If anyone wants to give the feedback, it will be good for me. Otherwise, my humble request, do write your feedback on different WhatsApp group from wherever you got information about today's session. And if you want extended version of this if you want a session on domain 1, domain 2, domain 3, this was a session on whole NCF, what is NCF, sorry, whole SQAF document, what is SQAF document is all about, what are the different domain. But if you want we are going to conduct that session also, domain 1, domain 2, domain 3, how to training of the teachers, that we are going to do. So if you want to do, please write your review of today's session. On the basis of that, for selected people, few selected people will be given access to that, so that you can be trained. You can be trained as a trainer. You can be trained as a trainer. Anyone wants to ask any question, I am ready here to ask, to help you. Anyone have any question related to today's session? No one? Are you not able to ask question? क्या मेरा setting कुछ ऐसा है कि आप पूछ नहीं पा रहे हैं? Yeah, I don't think I have. Please, if any one of you want to ask any question, you can write in the chat box. If you want to ask any question live, you can ask the question live. You want to give feedback of today's session, you can give the feedback. This video will be available on YouTube. You can share the video with your colleagues in the school. If you want this PPT, you can let me know. I can share. Whosoever have registered for today's session, you will be getting the link of today's session, that is recording of today's session, and you will be getting the certificate of today's session. Barvinder ji, good evening. Anyone wants to give any feedback, any question, or should we conclude now? Should we conclude? Thank you very much everyone for joining. I hope मैं आप लोगों की कुछ मदद कर पाया हूँगा. Please do ask whatever required. You have my mail ID. Whatever the help required in 1.3.2, we are here to help you. Thank you. Thank you everyone.